is. I didn't even know he was here.
Okay, do I have to call the meeting again? All right, first I want to welcome Cheryl, our newest member.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And everyone should introduce themselves. So why don't we start with you and we'll go around counterclockwise. Audrey?
President member. Cheryl Bernardo.
Joanne Brinker.
Ginny D. Donato.
Addie Byron.
Mary Kunkel.
Marilyn Kramer.
Thank you, ladies. Mary, Secretary Minutes of June 18th.
Okay. Didn't I send these to everybody? No?
Say it again.
Did I send these to everybody? I did not? Actually,
Yes, you did, but
okay, you want me to read them then?
I don't know. What's the consensus? Did you all read it?
I don't remember getting them, but that's
All
okay.
right. Because
I did, and I read it, and I didn't bring it with me, so why don't you go ahead?
So I'll need it to read them then.
Go ahead.
All right, Dudley Cultural Council virtual meeting under supervision of Michelle Jervis, Administrative Secretary, Town of Dudley Board of Selectmen, Thursday, June 18th, 2020 at 10 a.m. Meeting was called to order at 10:46 a.m. Members present, co-chairpersons Denise Driscoll, Ginny D. Donato, Mary Kunkel, Joanne Brinker, Marilyn Kramers, Audrey Resner. Absent at the time of meeting, Patty Byron. Offices of upcoming Cycle 47 include Chairperson Ginny D. Donato, Treasurer Joanne Brinker, Secretary Mary Kunkel. Secretary's report was read and accepted. Treasurer's report was read and accepted. New business. Introduction of potential new member to the board, Cheryl Bernardo. Joanne went over grantees' Cycle 46 tracking spreadsheet as to programs which have already taken place and those which have yet to be held due to the impact of COVID-19. 3 programs have taken place. 1 program was partially completed. 3 programs have been canceled. 1 program will take place as a virtual program at the request of the Pearl L. Crawford Memorial Library, and 1 program has requested being extended to 2021. Discussion. Issues regarding impact of COVID-19 on 2020 canceled and upcoming events. The Mass Cultural Council suggested 3 options for local cultural councils to offer grant recipients. Number 1, pay grantees in full, regardless of whether programs were rescheduled, modified, or canceled. Number 2, approve extension of grants through 2021. 3, allow partial payment to grantees for any expenses already incurred, if any, for their program. Joanne Brinker, in speaking with Town Treasurer Rich Carmignani about the above options, was informed that the town recommended we go with option 2, i.e. hold funds until grantees request, in writing, their desire to either reschedule their program as is in 2020, if possible, reschedule their program with modifications in 2020, if possible, postpone their program until 2021, or cancel their program outright. Therefore, an email will be sent to our local council to grantees whose programs have been or may have to be modified, postponed, or canceled, asking them to request in writing as to their choice no later than October 15, 2020. Next meeting adjourned at 11:25 a.m. Next meeting scheduled for Thursday, August 13th at 10 a.m.
Sounds good. I make a motion we accept the minutes as read.
Second?
Second.
Anyone second?
Second.
Okay, the minutes have been accepted. Thank you, Mary. The next thing is, we had sent emails to all the grantees. Well, the result of our decision was not to prepay anyone, as we all discussed that at length on the Zoom meeting. And so we gave them numerous choices. And I have here all of the letters as well as samples of what we gave them and asked for a response. We did have to prompt a few of them to get back with the responses. But basically what Joanne has summarized on her spreadsheet is are the answers to those responses. My one question before you begin, Joanne, does anybody have any further questions on what we sent them or what we asked for? We asked for them to please choose.
Right.
We gave them 4 options. Reschedule the program this year, reschedule the program with modifications at a later date this year, extend the same program to next year no later than 12/31, extend the same program as granted with modification to be held no later. We also, if you would like to extend or modify your program, submit your request by return email as soon as possible. And it should include in your request the following: the date you would like to move the approved activity to, any modifications you're making. Because the whole issue of modifications, the program had to stay within the realm of what it originally was planned for. So that was about it, and we sent all those out. And Joanne, in our numerous conversations, did you get in touch with the senior center? Because I can't remember.
She never responded.
She did not, that's why I don't remember.
She has not responded?
No, and you can see that. Go ahead, Joanne, I'll let you.
But we have to remember that there was that deadline that was decided on October 15th for a
Joanne,
response.
I can't hear you.
Oh, there was a deadline that was agreed upon for the grantees to respond by October 15th. So she still has.
She still has time.
You were right.
Right. So, again, your report, did you want to do your actual treasurer's report first? The administration?
Well, should we just continue and finish this
Okay,
up,
that would be
if
great.
that's all right?
Sure, that would be great.
Okay. There's a column titled Status that tells you exactly where we're sitting with the ones that have not completed or the ones who have not responded. And we have $5,200 that's been encumbered for 2020 that have not been expensed, responded, or it's extending. Below that, there's a breakdown of the encumbered funds, so you have an idea. The awards extended to 2021 is $2,975. No decision by grantees as of this time is $1,925. And the event completed but not paid out yet is $300, so that equals the total $5,200 that's outstanding for 2020 grant money. So any questions on?
Well, the $300, was that David Bates?
Is that the
That's
fiddlers?
Ed the Wizard. He
The
hasn't
Wizard.
submitted his invoice yet.
Okay, oh, okay.
Which he said he was
I
going
was-
to work on this week.
Well, Bates has done his, hasn't he?
Yes.
But he didn't send anything
Yes,
yet?
it's taken care of.
Oh, yes. Can't look at all those columns at one time.
I know.
All right, the only thing is Stephanie Lashua, the the fifth one down for
Yeah,
Art Through the
Shepherd Hill.
Yeah, she
Child
did
Region.
cancel. She did respond and just
Did she?
canceled.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, she canceled? Okay.
I'm not sure
It's gonna
that,
get complicated when we have to sort these out.
wait till I say to you, I don't even know. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Let's finish where we are, because it's beyond my understanding.
Yeah, okay.
What about the others that, I don't want to jump the gun, but what about the others that haven't responded?
Well, let's take a look. Who are we?
Lashua.
Oh, Poets and Potters, because he's,
That's at the senior center.
That's a
which-
senior
oh, yeah,
center,
right. It's she that,
Okay.
um,
And the next canceled, no response is,
the Grange, but the Old Fiddlers Club did respond. I think I got a response from them.
because that's an outside thing. I would imagine that might be a go.
I think the Grange
The Grange-
canceled.
Yeah, the
Oh, the
Strawberry
whole
Festival's
thing, okay,
canceled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
because-
Grange canceled the event.
So the Grange canceled.
So that, okay, so that's done.
And Stephen Lewis is still scheduled for 10/1. Does anyone know what's really going on at the library? Because the article...
Dudley?
Yes, the...
Yeah, nothing. They're
Well,
not,
no, I know, but there really wasn't a date or an anticipation.
they don't know.
No,
I thought it was at September 1st,
have
is
their
what I
money.
had read, and then they
Funding,
said
they didn't have- they
indefinitely now.
supposedly-
We're waiting for state funds to see if they
Yeah.
have enough to cover
cover
expenses
staff
at the
and, yeah.
library. And the
Yeah, I
state
read-
funds are up in the air, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be,
Everything else.
that's gonna be part of our problem.
I hear you.
So, I think we're all good here with the
Okay,
fabulous job that you did on this spreadsheet.
thank you.
And-
I know it's hard to read.
And it was
but
about, we
I
only,
need all this information, so I apologize for the difficulty of reading it.
yeah, but she also let me know that I said, oh, too bad we don't have the application ID. And she said, well, it would have been smaller. Okay, skip the ID, it's not that. Thanks again, Joanne, that is really great. And then you can do your report
Okay.
that you have handed out.
The activity since the last report covers 6/17 to 7/23. And that's, there were only 3 transactions there. So our total interest that we've earned for this year is $30.39. Our allocation was $7,800. Our disbursements for this year has been $5566.86. So our balance in our account right now is $5,955.44. The next category is a summary of what consists of the $5,900. For the 2020 allocation balance, as we went over before, is $5,200. We have a 2019 allocation that's carrying over to 2021, which is $100. And as of to date, our 2020 allocation carry over to 2021 is $500, excluding the $1,000 for the art show. I didn't know,
Okay.
okay?
It's the odd show.
She said, for the art show.
The art show. Our admin fund is $155.44.
As usual, well done.
Exceptional.
We have to accept it.
Sure.
Let's all accept the minutes.
You move to accept
Second.
the report, second? Okay. All in favor? Aye. Great, thank you. Mucho,
that helps.
thank you. Now, here's something on the agenda that, quite frankly, this came in later, and I'm not sure why I said we needed to vote on this particular one, but I brought everything in order to do it. This David Pruill, this is tradesmen on the common.
Right.
And I sent him the first one, the original email, might have been for the date on, it was like June 24th or the 31st. I changed a couple of the dates because I did them on different dates. So I just said, again, what we did was we had the letter, we had a response, et cetera, there was so much. And he responds, hi, Ginny, hope you and yours are staying safe and sane. Dudley Historical Commission has not yet made a determination as to tradesmen on the common schedule for October 3rd. I suspect we'll decide next month. My guess right now is that the program will be canceled for this year. My preference would be to place the grant money in a town account for use for the same program in October 2021, first Saturday. There'll be no changes if we go this way. I will let you know as soon as a determination is made. Thank you and the Dudley Council for supporting this program. Any other reporting requirements for this grant at this time, either to the question, are there any other reporting requirements? He's asking this. for this grant at this time, either to the Dudley Cultural Council or the Massachusetts Council. Again, thank you for supporting the program. So that was his response. So to me, that wasn't official. He didn't choose one of the others.
Yeah.
Well, he thought, yeah,
He sort of did, but he also, my preference would be to place the grant money in a town account for use for the same program. And so that's really why I responded. Thank you for your response. This is back to David. He had also, to backtrack for a moment, he had also CC'd Ed Basnet on that original response, and I would have thought maybe Ed would realize that the money goes differently, but maybe not.
Maybe he means a town account, it's
Yeah.
our account.
I just,
yeah, he didn't understand
That's the
how it worked.
well,
Right.
again, I wanted to clarify, since your program, thank you for your response, that your program is scheduled for October 3rd, 2020, please refer to the attachment for your official request for any change. Because I wanted, all right, so that was, hi, Ginny, the Dudley Historical Commission. No, that was not right. I labeled these so I wouldn't get confused. I'll get confused anyway. Hi, Ginny. The Dudley Historical Commission has officially canceled the tradesmen on the program due to the virus. As agreed, we will keep your grant monies in a dedicated account of the Historical Commission and apply them. Thank you for your generous report.
You can't do that.
That's from
Dave.
Dave? Is that from Dave or Ed?
That's from Dave, again, with CC to Ed. This is all in a matter of
Okay.
So
some,
what's the date of that one? That's the most recent that you just
no,
read?
we're still talking here. Dave, thank you for responding. We're unable to keep your grant monies with the Historical Commission.
Okay.
We do not pay out funds until the program is completed. Our rules will allow you to make one of the choices outlined in our email of June 30th, 2020. It seems you would choose option below. I was trying to help him.
Help him,
now.
you're right.
You need to confirm which option. I highlighted the option. Please indicate. And he says, sorry for my confusion. You are yes, we're choosing option 3. The date for the 2020 will be, virus permitting, the first Saturday in October for October 2nd. I'll get back to you when we're closer to happening. Thank you for your support. And then I said, and I'm not sure why, I think you and I had talked about this, and for some reason I said, thank you, we will bring your choice up at our August meeting. I'm sure it'll be fine, so I'll email you at that time and note your date of October 2, 2021.
20
I asked for a
2021.
motion to accept Mr.
All the letters,
Absolutely
all the
accept.
correspondence.
I move that we accept Dave
I
Cruz's
second them.
change in his program.
Vote unanimous, hopefully. Thank you. All right, I won't even bother you with those emails. We'll just say after discussion, Mary. And that's fine. Okay. We voted on that. Now, I wanted to point out the change of the dates in the cycle.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
October 16th, where did I write it? 10/1, I'm sorry. The applications are open. It's on the website.
So
And the
10-1.
Want
10/1.
these? Can I pass these out? I've got all the dates.
Yeah, please do.
So, all this is, we're gonna have backup from 20, and then now 21, there's gonna be all these grant things out there. These are the numbers. Wow, that's gonna be a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
There's the applications, new passwords. Oh, okay, I didn't see that part, Mary, thank you, about new passwords.
September 1st.
Yeah.
September 1st, yeah.
Missed that one. October 31st, section 1 and 2 of annual report should be completed. That's you? That's you, right? See, I have,
And Deb, the town accountant.
yes,
Yeah.
but I have 2/16/21 annual report due.
2/6.
That's for the town book. I think she's talking about the one that goes to the state, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the state.
Oh.
Which one are
Start
you?
over again. What?
Well, we can, online, or, no, I have it with,
No, okay, there's several steps to the annual report.
okay,
This, the October 31st is step 1.
okay,
The final report is February 16th.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought I'd call Ricky Gilliam. How do we have people applying and have them come in when we don't even know if we're gonna get any money? Is that, you think we should go ahead and accept this October 1 to, what is it, what did I say, 11/16?
I think we can wait a little bit yet. If they pass this state budget, which they have to do, they can't keep doing preliminaries.
According to an email he sent, they may not get to the budget till mid-November. So we would let the applications come in even though we don't even know if we'll get any funds.
But it's MCC that is running it.
Yes,
So they're the ones who are going to give it to us or not give it to us.
Yeah,
right.
So whatever they do, then that's what,
Once we have the
Have to wait and
applications,
see.
if we have the applications and we don't get the money, we can just let those people know. You know,
I
it's just
just
gonna-
think it seems so harsh. Okay, well, that makes
Well,
sense.
what are we
That's
gonna
the
do?
route.
Yeah.
We have no other
all those
choice.
people applying kind of probably have a better handle on it
Okay.
than we do.
All right.
True, yeah, because they
All right,
used to
because I
this.
hate to see them go, it's gonna be, that application's gonna be difficult to make, but of course, the ones who know how to do it,
It's got to be similar to the paper ones they used to do, which wasn't a big deal.
aside from seeing what the state sends us, I gotta honestly say, I've never looked at an application.
Yeah, they're not that complicated.
No? Okay. So that's what we'll go on. We'll go on the dates that we see here, October 1 to the 31st.
I have a question. Do you think it'd be a good idea to publicize the fact that these grants are going to be coming, the grant applications are going to be coming in later than usual, and maybe Michelle can put something on the message board?
On my agenda, I was gonna ask you about putting something in the newspaper.
Okay, beforehand, and then then when the time comes, you know, for the actual, when it opens up October 1st, it'll be in regularly, but I'll put something in probably
Okay.
September,
Okay,
okay?
great. I think that's good. What do I have next? Local priorities. I gave you some samples of ours, our local, and then there's some sample council priorities. Those are just samples. The only thing that, from the sample, they have down there financial need. We don't get involved in financial need.
No.
And pretty much fits in to our locals.
What's demonstrated planning mean? The last one.
Well, your guess is as good, but I'm guessing they get you involved in, well, we've worked on this since what, you know,
I think you have to show what you've done
what you, yeah.
up to getting this program, you know, ready to go.
In preparation for the program, but we don't get involved in that.
No.
No.
And, I mean, we don't need to unless somebody wants to.
This looks good.
Yeah, I think the biggest change we made, which we did, I don't know, was it last year, was that the written commitment of a
Yes.
venue.
Yes.
That was big, we needed
That was
that.
big, and that was good.
Yeah. And I think everything else is okay, I mean,
Now, on this, I think I printed this out, and I didn't make copies. I was getting so tired of making copies.
I told
This
you
is
to see-
criteria and eligibility, and here, we had discussed, I think those tradesmen, one of the applications had somebody performing, they were Rhode Island. Of course, nobody's coming in from Rhode Island these days. But here it says the applicant, because that was the Grange, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's always,
That's always been the case?
Yes.
that's
Okay.
always ticklish, but yeah, it's the Granger that's applying, even though the people that are performing might be from East
Right,
Hampshire.
so we should have no
not
problem
Dudley.
as long as the
No.
applicant.
Was it, that's Dave Pro's program, Dave Pro, the tradesman on the common?
Yes,
Was that the Grange or was that the Historical Society?
That's
think it's-
historical
Regardless,
society.
yeah, regardless, it's the applicant has to be from,
Right.
yeah, from
oh, the old
Massachusetts.
Fiddlers Club, I was thinking of Rhode
I think
Island.
They're from Rhode Island.
They're from
They're
Rhode
from Rhode
Island,
They've
yeah,
come up before, but.
yeah. No, Dave's from Dudley. And he's actually the one that,
So, our priorities are fine the way they are?
I think so. I wouldn't fool with a good thing.
Okay.
do we have to accept these again, or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless we made changes.
Well, we discussed, we didn't make changes, you're right.
So,
So when's the update gonna take place on the website? The MCC,
the dates,
we have, well, there's
where are you?
on the council priorities that's posted on the MCC website. This one here, that you printed out.
Yeah,
Okay, it references FY '20 and 2020 calendar year, the first one, first priority.
oh, yes, that needs to be changed.
Yeah,
Okay. Michelle has been, Jervis has been doing some changes. She put some
on
of
Mass
the,
Culture Council?
no.
Yeah.
Oh, you want this to be changed on mass, that's
yeah,
right.
that's
I'm
where
sorry.
We do it.
Okay. But she's
you
been
do.
changing, I don't do it,
But
and
she-
I'm not even gonna try to do it.
On Mass
You've done it.
Not on Mass Cultural Council.
No, I know, I'm gonna write a note to, change to Ricky. He can tell the powers to be council priority. If I don't write it, it doesn't get done. So I was just saying, Michelle has been making some of the changes. I did email her, because there's a duplication, but she's gonna on the Dudley Cultural Council grant applications, she put the new dates in.
Okay.
I did that.
You did that? I
And-
thought she did that.
No. There's two sections.
Okay,
One is a posting that we do ourselves, a post.
yes.
And then there's the,
On the page, when you go
that's
to the.
let's say, that's a hard, that only an administrator can go in
Okay,
and
that's
change.
the one I was referring
That's-
to?
Yes, and so the posting I did,
Okay,
and Deb Thibodeau, who does the changes on our website.
she did.
She did the hard page where we do not have,
Well, that
access
hard
to.
page, and I sent it to Michelle today, and she's gonna
Oh.
transfer to Deb, because there's the applications,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the survey, and then there's the Dudley, same applications with the old dates.
there's, every time you post, you have a history of your posting. So if you notice the third post, it's the current date. We'll have to look at that.
No, I'm not looking at posting, I'm looking at when you hit,
That's,
when you hit the cultural council,
Mhm.
and we can discuss this after the
Yeah,
meeting.
why don't we take a
We'll
look at it?
discuss
Let's
this
take a look
after
at
the
it.
meeting, because Joanne's done a lot on the website. Some things are limited to what we can do ourselves, and we have to go to Deb, like the chair.
I'll change the brochure that we actually print out. I can change.
Wonderful. Mary, hadn't even thought of the
I
brochure.
can do that, yeah.
great.
Does Audrey, where's our new member? Cheryl?
Cheryl.
Do you know how to get onto the website for the Cultural Council for Dudley, the state and the local?
No.
Okay, let me give you the password. It's NQR, all uppercase, 855.
NQR.
NQR 855. That's for this year, for now, until
Okay.
it'll be, evidently it's going to be changed when, September 1st.
Yeah, I read that. I'm going, passwords?
But if you
Okay.
go to Massachusetts Cultural Council online, and then for your local council, it's going to ask for that password, and then you just put in Dudley as the password, and there's a lot of information there that might,
Doesn't she
Give
have,
you-
don't you have to do a questionnaire thing, like a little class? You have to
you
fill
didn't have
out
to do a
yes-
test?
You didn't have to do a
Huh?
test? You're
We
supposed
had
to.
to do
did a
Oh, we
test.
had to do a test. Are
You
you
did a test.
Oh, my God, it's like 50
What kind of
pages.
test?
We had to answer questions. We had to read
It's
all
like
this.
a
About-
test tutorial. It
what are
goes
they
up, and if
asking?
you answer wrong, it
Tells you
gives
what's
the
wrong.
correct answer.
Oh, you had to do an online, was it online?
Yes,
No, I
You have
didn't.
the password to do that.
yep. But we didn't have to go to the selectmen's meeting, no.
Maybe they're not enforcing, see, Jerry, we're
Yeah,
credentialed.
that's how you got me. She said, oh, it's so simple. You know, if you come on the cultural council, and my first thing was, you have to take a test. I said, thanks, Marilyn. But it wasn't
I'll let
hard.
you
We
know.
didn't make you take a test.
No, we didn't make you take a test, no,
You?
Yeah.
no.
but that's
Did you
what
have
I'm
to
talking
go to a
about.
selectmen's meeting?
You had to take a test?
No.
No, I think because of COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I didn't,
Katie did, though. Katie
Was this
did
your
one term, and
first
she,
6
she had to go to, she had
That
to
makes no
go to the
sense.
selectmen's meeting.
wow.
Depends on,
She took a test, and I've been on in a 6-year cycle before.
You didn't take the test?
I never
you must
took a
have taken
test.
one then, you just forgot. Because it was, they used
Oh,
to
that's
check-
very
They
possible.
used to check on it. They would, on the website itself, they would somehow alert you to the fact that that particular member did not take the test.
Well, you better look up my credentials. Because as I remember, I wrote a letter to the selectmen.
Don't do
No,
that,
that's
because
not
if they
that.
say she can't be president, we're up the creek.
Just forget about it.
Oh, okay, now you want to forget about it.
I was just curious.
They change their minds, you know, things change.
I don't know. Maybe I did, it's very possible I forgot it, that's, all right, here's something that's the next thing is a letter from David Bates. He's the storyteller. And Joanne and I had seen this letter together, and I think it was your suggestion, it's so nice that we read it here, to get some positive feedback. Dudley Cultural Council, it was addressed to Joanne, hello. Enclosed, please find a reimbursement request, invoice, and W-9 form for the performance I shared on the Crawford Memorial Library's Facebook page at the end of last month, because he had modified it to
Right.
virtual. It was fun to get everyone singing together and to share stories with them. I appreciated being given the opportunity to help the library celebrate the summer reading program in a new way in these challenging times. Thanks for making this performance possible and for supporting the library's programming for children and families. This has been a challenging year for all of us, including the staff of the library and the children and adults they serve. I want you to know that I thanked you at the close of the performance. Your contribution to the community is much appreciated. The performance was one of the first that I was able to share virtually after a couple of months of canceled performances, as well as thanking you for your support of local and regional artists and cultural organizations. Thanks for doing whatever you can to support those on the front lines of this national pandemic. Wishing the best to you and yours. Be well. David Bates, storyteller. Would you like this for the minutes?
Yes, I'll
Just,
put
you know,
that-
you don't have to,
Yep,
thank
That's the
you.
way with words.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I find that a
nice.
lot of these people are very, they're able to write eloquently.
That's very well done.
Yeah, isn't it? Okay, that's good.
Good.
Does anyone have any questions?
Nobody's changed, excuse me,
Yeah,
Nobody's changed their email addresses, right? Everything's the same, because it gives phone numbers on this little thing, but we used to give the emails, and I don't,
oh, there's no email on that?
if I did, I'm missing it.
Oh.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking
The
at
dates? The start date?
Oh, well, I think that was part of it, because you know what I printed that out. You know what?
It's
If
okay.
I could figure out, hold on, no, I think that's it. Is everyone in agreement that we should send each other our email, get everyone's email?
Yeah.
Well, that was from the MCC, because I had to go back to Ricky a few times with the start dates and the end dates. So the purpose of that handout, and I didn't make it clear, because I did it, printed it weeks ago, was that the start date and end dates. Are we all good with our own start and end dates?
Yes.
That's the purpose of that. Now, if someone can prompt me, I mean, I have the contacts, you know, when I send you emails, I just hit Dudley Cultural Council.
It's a group.
Thankfully, Denise.
Well, why don't we just
showed
go
me.
around and everybody give me their email address? You know,
Under these masks, is it gonna be that easy? Why don't we do this? Okay, if you,
want me to read them? Can you hear
no,
everybody hear
no,
me?
I want everyone to email someone, and then that person can, I mean, I have them accumulated, I don't know how to print from my contacts. In other words, when I get them up, I
Yeah.
don't know how to print the contacts. So if somebody, can you?
I can do that, yeah.
Okay, so why don't we all email to Mary, and then she can get them, and then send them to all of us. Send a
Okay.
printout to all.
Well, what I'm saying is, everybody got these emails that I sent, right, about the meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, so you already have
Oh, I
them.
already have, they're all correct. The only one, like I say, I hadn't heard from is Patty, but I do have the correct, it's pbyron922, right, at gmail.com. Yeah, why don't I send these to everybody?
Okay, yeah, then we can
Okay,
double check.
I have the name, phone number, address, email address, and the,
And everybody's been getting mine, right?
Yes. Mary, you've changed yours,
well, I have a Gmail address also, I have two.
okay.
Yeah, the Gmail address actually that's true, I should probably use the Gmail, because I can't, for some reason, in my other program, I can't do groups. I have to put you in individually, but there's so few of you, it's very easy to I just put MAR and you come up and AUD and, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like that, so.
I don't have anybody.
We won't change anything.
Okay.
Jenny,
Mary, and this is for Mary and Marilyn, the end dates. He had all kinds of end dates, the MCC guy, Ricky.
Different?
Rick?
Ricky had, for example, he had mine as like a 7/31, 2023, or whatever it is.
It should be 6:31.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I had him change them all to 6:30. So those are correct, right?
That's right, it's only 30 days, right? Yeah, 6:31 is July 1st.
No, he had them, some of them in July.
Oh.
He had some of the, like he's got a Cheryl's start date is 7/13. He had hers as like 7/31,
Who
2020.
sends them to him in the first place?
I did because I had to go and change. Again, Denise prompted me on a lot of things I needed to do. As of the end of the cycle, when she came off, I had to get in touch with MCC to take her name off and put my name as chairperson, add any new members, correct any, So that's what I did. I emailed him. And I'm just saying, I'm just asking you, it's correct that we all end on June 30th of the year,
Yes.
correct? Good.
That's the way it's always
may we
been.
go back and discuss something?
We can go back.
Thank you. I failed to ask the admin fund. It's the time of year where we need to make a decision if we're gonna keep the admin fund as is or increase it by an X dollar amount or percentage if we get any new 2021 grant money.
Well, the admin fund wasn't like $155 and
Yeah,
change?
Yeah, yes.
We don't need any more than that, do we?
You never know. Well, you never know, you just don't know.
No, I don't,
Sounds
but
like
what
a
would
nut.
we increase it?
I
200?
thought we did that once we got the budget. Every time we got the budget in, before we granted, we cut off $100 and put it in the admin fund.
If we hold another meeting where, before I have to submit the section
Those are
1 and 2.
important dates, I have to have those dates.
If we have a meeting before October 31st,
And also if we have a budget.
because that's part of the budget submission, October 31st.
Well,
What's easiest, what do you recommend? You're the treasurer.
I say keep it the same, because if
Yeah.
we get any money, our purpose is to,
we
and we're
really,
not, and we don't need it for anything.
We don't
per
spend
se,
money. We
except
used
for
No,
to-
we
having
used to have to
printing
mail,
costs.
we used to buy stamps, was
Yeah.
pretty much
That's it,
the only
printing
expense
costs.
that we had.
Or Mary
Yeah, or if
printing
we-
up
if we
new
paid for
brochures
printing.
Right,
costs
and
money.
that's minimal.
Yeah, that was it.
But, you
How
know,
about you? Should you get printer ink?
no.
Well, you should.
I have more ink than brains.
Okay.
But thank you, Marilyn.
No, but
At this point, I don't, it's, in fact, I just changed them all. I'm okay. And if it gets to be a problem, we can come here and print.
Absolutely. This is our outlet.
Right.
All right.
The only thing I might suggest is could we just kind of round off that figure, either to 150, or that 155.44.
If you round it off, then that 44 cents has to go to grant money.
Yeah, it has to
it
go,
has
oh,
to-
that'd be
that's
worse.
right. Oh, geez, okay.
I would think that would be worse to keep
Yes,
track.
that would be
Oh, all right, I
worse.
just thought the figure would be
No,
easier
no.
without those odd cents,
Strange.
not being a great math person.
No, you're right.
I will
Okay.
entertain some discussion about when we should have our next meeting. Normally, don't we do it after the
Well,
cycle?
no, this one, just let me bring up one thing before we do, well,
Okay.
actually, it's all part of that. Between the voting meetings held between November and January, that's quite a range there. This is when we vote on who we're gonna grant money to, right?
Right.
Which is usually November. The
Right,
deadline is usually October 15th.
Right,
Now
right,
it's
right,
gonna be
right.
November 16th.
oh, when do you go away?
Who knows?
Who
When we
knows
get
if-
inoculated and I feel safe. Otherwise, we're in Dudley. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I don't know, if you mean by the virus or the, everybody's hopeful, but
I don't know. So I'm all right.
nobody knows.
I would recommend that we would do the meeting in December. Well, we have to have a meeting before that, though, don't we? Do we have a meeting before?
Well, first of all, yes, hold
Oh, we
on.
do?
Yeah.
Well, if these dates hold true, if these dates and all of the applications will be in by the 16th
Of November. That's the deadline, November 16th.
And quite honestly, I'm not sure whether I would get them piecemeal from the
Oh,
state.
from the state, that's right, we have to get the payment.
Yeah, I only get them from the state, they don't come to us.
That's probably why they did the range, because they probably don't know themselves.
Right. So, again, I don't know if we'll get them piecemeal, or will we get them batched all at once? Because Denise and I worked together on all of this last year, and some of it came from her, and we connived is not a good word, is it?
No.
I will repeat that. We conjectured to do what we needed to do together, so,
But the state says the 16th. They should, I think they should get stuff ready by the last week in November.
may I go back, Joanne? You
And
mentioned, when
not piecemeal, it should come in one bundle for you.
well, it might, I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
I think it does.
come in one bundle?
When they create the panel book,
Yeah,
and that's where.
Okay.
It all goes in the panel book.
but
the apps.
my question to you is in regard to the funds.
Okay,
Our funds come from MCC,
correct,
but MCC gets it from the state budget.
correct.
Okay. Now, the state budget is expected mid-November, according to Ricky. If they do it earlier, we're gonna be easier
Yeah.
to deal with, but I mean, you should have seen what,
We can't, yeah, we can't do anything until we know how much money we're getting. and
Exactly.
Grantees are just gonna have to be made aware of that if they're wondering.
the only thing that I can do, if the grants come in, and I don't print those all out, I think that's when, that's right, that's how that happened. Denise came here and asked Michelle, I think, to print them all out.
The grants?
Yeah, because there's
Applications?
pages and pages involved. So, we can get them all printed out. We can schedule a meeting. What we did, don't forget, is broke them up
Right, we each took a
and
few.
gave
Yeah,
each
we doled them out.
group some,
That works.
and then we had a meeting.
Right.
So we could have a tentative meeting in November or early December, because now we run into Thanksgiving, but everybody might be
Early
isolated.
December is good, I think.
Early
Like
December?
Early December.
Yeah,
Probably
I'd
would-
say first
I
week.
still think we're gonna
Carol?
get into a problem with these hangovers from 2020. I guess we should just take each year separately, and let's
Oh,
deal with
yeah.
2021.
Well, good luck to Joanne
No,
trying to keep the money
It's gonna
straight.
have the money.
that's why the spreadsheet is the way it is. So you can see exactly. Won't
Okay,
be-
so then we'll
probably
concentrate
I'll-
one year at a time,
Yeah.
okay? And you
Well-
can-
Well, this year's money is sitting there for these people.
Right,
So it has nothing to do with 2021.
Right.
Right,
Okay, so it will be kept separate on paper.
okay.
yeah.
Well, for example, was it $1,000 for the art show?
Yes,
Okay,
that will be added into 2021 grant money.
okay. So, are we taking too long?
No, just 11 o'clock, another 10 minutes?
Okay, good enough, we'll be
We're
done.
really all
Okay.
done.
All right,
We'll be done.
thanks.
Good to know. Yeah, I wanted to,
I'd say early December.
all right, let's pick a date.
Let's set it for like December 3rd, and if it has to change, we'll change.
Is our next meeting going to be going over applications? Is that the purpose of our
Yes.
next meeting?
Not
is that-
going over,
No,
I would say
that's-
handing them out.
Handing
We
them
do that
out.
beforehand.
You know, you hand them out before.
Beforehand.
Okay, we'll be all right, so I'll have to get them to you. Oh, I think that's what she did. She
And then
put
we
them in
picked them up
envelopes,
from the box.
and you picked them up from the box. We could show Cheryl on the way out where the box is,
Is that where the top, is that where the pa-
the top.
Kitchen is,
the-
yeah, second
No,
floor.
I was asking about the banner. That's
Oh, the
downstairs.
banner, okay.
Okay, so December 3rd is going to be our voting meeting.
Is that what
Can
day
you
of the
get
week,
the-
Thursday?
Can you do all that compilation, Jenny?
Say it again.
Is that going to be enough time to have Michelle print out? I think Denise.
Well,
had
November
2 or 3
17th, we'll
copies.
come and print, I'll come and get her to print them out.
And divvying them out. Is that going to be enough time?
Yeah, I
Find
should,
that out for you. I
That's-
don't.
Yeah, by the 17th, what she has by the
That's like
17th
3
is it.
weeks,
Yeah,
is it, I don't have my calendar here. What day of the week is December 3rd?
it's a Thursday.
Thursday.
It's a
Okay.
Thursday again, 10 a.m. Is that okay with everyone?
You may not.
Joanne, what's your hang-up? There's something else to your question.
Yes. Because they're saying between November 18 and December 1 is when the panel books will be created. Not
Aha!
when- So you may not get the panel book until December 1. So December 3rd is not going to be enough.
It's not gonna
time.
cut it.
Then.
Yeah.
She's right, because they get the applications, they gotta review them and decide what they're
Right.
gonna send them.
True, that's
Send
true.
us. So thank you,
You're
Joanne.
welcome.
Saves me every time.
Between, yeah.
So we'll shoot for the 10th. If it has to change, it changes, that's all. We'll figure it out.
So what were those dates on the panel book?
The 18th through the 1st of December, where they're
Okay.
going to create them.
November, it's right in front of you, that
It's still
sheet I
gonna be
gave you.
tight, Jenny, for the 10th.
The
but-
sheet I gave you on the,
I see it, I see
yeah,
it.
third from the bottom.
Yep, I see it. Mr. Computer review and hold your voting meeting. Okay. All right, so you want to go with the 10th?
Let's try it. If we have to change it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll each get X, now what did we get, 3 or 4 apiece last year?
Yeah, about 3, I think I had 3.
Yeah.
Some, 1 or 2, I think Denise had 4.
Would you like
A
help?
couple of people had
Would you
4.
like one of us
Am
to
I,
help?
am I gonna say no?
I'm just wondering, would that be of us help? Would that help you at all? I
Of
don't
course it
know.
would. Of course you always help me, you keep me straight.
No,
Yes,
maybe
you-
Cheryl might like to.
Cheryl, do you
Cheryl could help.
Not yet.
do you
yet.
understand what we're talking about, the panel books?
Yes, I think.
Okay, because we'll all get a sheet, get a packet of the grant applications. We'll each have,
Right.
say there's, how many of us are, say there's 12, we'll each get 2 each.
It's part of an application.
And at that meeting, you will just read,
It's part of the panel book, and there's about, I don't know, 8, 10 pages per,
yeah,
Well,
Maybe
this,
5 to
this
10
is,
pages per
this is what would have
application.
gone, we're not putting them in the archives in case we need to refer to them. But these are all the printed
can
applications.
she take a look at?
can she keep one? Can she keep one to look at between now and then?
Yeah, she can keep
Yeah.
one, as long as she keeps it, because
Here's a
that's
complete
that's official.
Yeah, don't discard it.
What we're printing out.
Okay,
That's what we print out.
okay.
And you can look at it and review it if you want. Just bring it back, so we'll have it for our archives or whatever you want.
One of the
to call it.
main things we look for is that they have a place to hold their program,
Okay,
which is either on, I think it's right on the first page, if I'm not mistaken. And it's always better if they have a specific date. But,
You
and then-
call us, call any of us
yes,
for questions.
absolutely.
Mostly call anyone else. but- No, I'm only kidding.
Don't call me.
I'm kidding. All right, we need to conclude or they'll
Kick us out.
kick us out.
Yeah.
So
I
our
make a
next
motion
meeting
that
is
we-
set.
Yeah.
I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn this meeting?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.